The U.S. forces were targeted 3 attacks in Iraq on Thursday. But security sources have not lost any losses, most common strike series to U.S. assets on a single day since the start of Israeli-Hamas conflict. The two sources of security, a common patrol of U.S. forces and the fight against Iraqi terrorism, were targeted by an explosive device near Mosul, northern city, but there was no casualties. Armed drones also targeted Al-Harir Airbase at Erbil and Ain Al-Asad Airbase in west of Baghdad, both in U.S. and international forces. Iraqi Kurdistan's Federal Iraqi Service, which is different from fight against terrorism, said that the attacks of drones in Al-Harir Airbase caused fire in one of fuel warehouses. The U.S.-led troops have been attacked at least 40 times in Iraq and Syria since beginning of October. To destructive attack of Israel's Hamas militants on October 7 to retaliate for Israeli attack on Israeli attack. U.S. officials say 45 U.S. troops were injured. Washington blames attacks on groups supported by Iran and said Tehran is ultimately responsible and that Tehran rejected a claim groups participating in attacks voluntarily do this. Iran-backed militias in Iraq clearly stated that U.S. assets will continue to be targeted as long as the U.S. supports Israel in the Gaza war. The recent attacks, said White House, hit targets to destroy U.S. Army in Syria on Thursday and to determine Iran-backed separatist groups from targeting American staff in region. After attacking American forces, including a strike on October 26, the United States occasionally held retaliation strikes against Iran-backed forces in the region. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said that the strikes on Wednesday were carried out by 2 F-15 fighters and responded to the latest attacks on U.S. forces. Austin said that the attacks should stop. If the attacks of Iran's deputies against U.S. forces continue, we will not hesitate to take the necessary measures to protect our people, he said. The Syrian Human Rights Observatory said that the strike on Wednesday killed 9 people of Iran-backed groups in Syria, reported that U.S. Army has taken new measures to protect Middle East forces during increase in attacks of suspicious Iranian-backed groups. And if necessary, possibility of evacuating military families. Authorities. Measures to increase patrols, limiting access to basic facilities, and drone and other surveillance operations, including increasing the intelligence collection, he said.